Constantine, make me one of your centurions here in Winchester. This is my home. I will defend it well.
I have brought the fiercest gladiators from across the Empire to test my centurions. Why would I waste time on a mere boy?
I can prove that I am worthy. Test me and behold the strength of a true British centurion.
Very well then. Dispatch the gladiators. My gold signet ring to the victor. Centurion, you have earned the right to remain.
He knows all about him.
So these children must be little Angles.
Non Angli sunt sed angeli. As Pope Gregory said long ago, they are not Angles, but angels.
So these are the Dark Ages.
The Dark Ages elsewhere, but not here. This is the Golden Age of Northumbria.
Look, that's him. That's Saint Cuthbert, the Bishop of the Swans and the Seagulls. He will become our patron saint.
Vikings are not far behind. We must flee Lindisfarne.
Where will you go?
We don't know. But we will walk forever if necessary to protect the relics of St. Cuthbert. God will guide us until we reach a safe resting place.
Oh, Durham. It must be Halley's Comet, the only comet you can see with the naked eye.
Who's Halley? What's a comet?
Oh, never mind. Is this for year 1066?
Yeah? Why?
Oh no, then it's a bad omen for the Anglo-Saxons.
Of the Anglo-Saxons, swear to end once and for all the Viking scourge of Harold Hardrada.
To rid you of this Viking axeman.
But he is 3 times your size!
And I am 3 times more clever. Just watch.
I have come to claim the Kingdom of England, which is legitimately mine.
William, my former friend and ally, you have the audacity to set foot on English soil uninvited.
You have betrayed me, Harold Godwinson. I offer you one last chance to respect your oath and pledge fealty to me.
I refuse your terms, William. I am the rightful King of England, as chosen by King Edward on his deathbed.
Then let God decide this dispute in battle. Then all will know that the crown of England is won with the blessing of His grace, and His grace alone.
say them anyway, can you?
Sacre bleu!
I, Beck, Prince Bishop of Durham, confide to you that there are two rulers of England, namely the Lord King, who wears the crown, and me, God's humble servant, who wears the mitre. My prowess at repelling the Scots on the borders is legendary. The castle I built in Bishop Auckland will be my legacy, and my chastity is matched only by my modesty. So to celebrate my power and your good fortune, I give you this glorious and great festival.
Bishop's great nemesis Robert the Bruce is yet again on the offensive on our borders. The Scots refuse to accept the rule of England. I fear these battles will go on for the ages.
It is your destiny. Now go on your quest, Arthur. You will be a king. King Arthur.
Well, Arthur, we must believe you. The code of chivalry requires that knights must speak the truth. Tell us more about your quest.
My quest is to discover who I am and where I come from.
Ah, a quest for Kynren.
Kynren? What is Kynren?
Kynren is the ancient Saxon word meaning generations. Kynren is who your people were in the past, who you are in the present, and who you choose to become in the future. Young Arthur, protect the defenseless, live with honor, inspire hope, and achieve glory.
Yes, Charles.
What are you looking for?
The arrival of King Henry VIII and the French King Francis at this great summit that I have brokered. The people are calling it the Field of the Cloth of Gold. Gathering was intended to align the many political interests of France and England, but it appears to have become a competition of finery, games, and frocks.
Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate.
Scribe, I've got the calls you wanted.
Good man, Arthur, thank you.
Is that who I think it is? Don the Barge?
Shakespeare? Well, that's him. In the flesh, as merry as the day's long.
And Queen Elizabeth?
Good Queen Bess.
The Virgin Queen.
Mr. Shakespeare, a delight to see you as always.
And you, Your Majesty. You are such an inspiration to me.
Ah, William, then grant me this wish. Show me your characters that play at the Globe on the banks of the River Thames. All the world's a stage.
And all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages.
Hark.
Your Majesty, it seems that you want to make a Midsummer Night's Dream. Then welcome to our world. You'll see that it is of dreams and shadows, yet it speaks the truth, more true than the true.
Enough, Puck. Your Majesty, please excuse my merry wanderer of the night. He is cheeky, but means no harm. Well, my queen, if you want to see my characters, let me revive for you the lovers of Verona.
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name, or, if thou wilt not, be but sworn my love, and I no longer be a Capulet.
That is it, Mr. Shakespeare, exactly it. And yet, so many dead, so many wars, so much blood. Today like yesterday, tomorrow like today. On occasion it seems to me that life is...
Life's but a working shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It's a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
Who is that?
Macbeth.
Well stated, tough and straight. Is he yours?
He will be. Your Majesty, we are such stuff as dreams are made on, but our little life is rounded with a sleep.
As I often say, what does life give us? To be or not to be?
That is the question. If you don't mind, that is my line. To be or not to be, that is the question. To die, to sleep no more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartache.
Mr. Shakespeare, I thank thee. All these characters give me food for thought.
Your Majesty, there are still many more legions of us shadows to speak to you of love, duty, and country, but your nights are too short, and we should remain light. Yet, if we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear. So, good night unto you.
Civil War.
The King! The King! His Royal Highness King Charles of England, Scotland and Ireland!
This king uses his power to pursue his own personal interests.
I'm a royalist through and through, and I stand for the king.
Charles believes in the divine right of kings to govern according to his own whims.
There's growing opposition to Charles's policies in the House of Commons.
This land does not need nor will tolerate an absolute monarch.
He is a tyrant, and he must be stopped. The Cavaliers are steadfast in defending the rule of King Charles. Ready!
Do you know what they're calling the parliamentarian army? Roundheads!
Aim!
These divisions are tearing this country apart.
So many dead.
The king has surrendered to the Scottish forces.
The Roundheads have prevailed! The Civil War is over!
The king is being put on trial?
King Charles has been convicted of high treason.
Oliver Cromwell's army has consolidated control over England.
There's to be an execution. A century has healed the wounds and privations of civil strife.
Arrived in the time when my grandfathers were young men, when the northeast was the engine of the Industrial Revolution, a time of great progress and great peril.
Father, there have been so many lives lost. Where should we take them?
Take them to Durham. Take them to the cathedral.
are engaged in the attempt to win the parliamentary vote for the women of this country.
Stop! husband. I write not knowing if my letters will ever reach you, but I must have faith that my words will find you safe from harm. Darling, you should see how capably the women of the village have taken to factory work.